Everyone, it's Fiktxun Crypto back at it again with another video, and today we have some interesting news on the Flare network ecosystem, adding Bitcoin as an F asset. This is going to be huge for the whole cryptocurrency sector. We have Facebook officially opening up their first physical Metaverse themed store, and then we have a potential bridging of Ethereum and Doge blockchain. Now we know Doge is an F asset as well, so you see this bridge or this interoperability thing actually coming to key. So let's get into this video, but first, before we get in this video, please give us a follow on Twitter at Fiktxun Crypto. I appreciate everyone who is sharing our content, shouting us out, commenting, and just really being supportive of everything, man. We love it. Thank you so much. Let's get into this information. Today we're going to go over Flare Networks. And right now you see that they have a follower count of 207,000 followers. I mean, this is massive, almost up to 225,000 followers. They will be there very, very soon. One thing I want to show you all before we get into this video is just pay attention to the metal market. This is a really different time that we are in. I mean, I'm 25. I've never experienced anything like this in my life. This is why I'm so interested in this market, because this is literally a once in a lifetime opportunity for anyone being a part of this type of information. So always watch out for the metal markets. They do show you key indicators on other markets and future prices to come. We know that metal and gold has been a actual real currency for over 4,000 years. So just want to put that in there. Right here we have a video from Mickey B Fresh, just uploading and kind of telling us what is going on, what's the difference between Flare Networks and Ripple, and that these two companies have very different aims. Like, Flare is different than Ripple, and the XRP ledger is the underlying technology behind most of these things. But Mickey B Fresh said, Flare Networks not dependent or related to Ripple. Flare built modular layer 1 blockchain with multiple supporting protocols for secure cross-chain interoperability and connectivity to all blockchains. Flare has a very different aim than Ripple and the XRP ledger. Now let's just watch this 50-second video of Hugo Filion, and I didn't get this guest name, but he might pop up in this video, so let's see what they're talking about really quickly, because when Hugo Filion is speaking, it is definitely a great time to tune in and see what's going on.
We're not related to Ripple, other than them being a seed investor in Flare. But we do have a good relationship with the Ripple team. But we are a project that has very different aims to Ripple and to the XRP ledger. But we do have a good relationship with the Ripple team. But we are a project that has very different aims to Ripple and to the XRP ledger. We're trying to connect up the blockchain world, and we think that is of primary importance. They're trying to connect blockchain essentially to finance, to bring down the cost of cross-border payments. Although the XRP ledger, of course, does many other things than that. But that is, I believe, Ripple's principal mission. We're not related to Ripple.
And Hugo really just broke that down to see what Flare is trying to do with the state connectors, and you know what Ripple is trying to do with the XRP ledger by bringing these institutions over from legacy systems to this new technology to help really lower the cost of transactions, and like Hugo said, a whole lot more. Now we're going to go into this other story about Facebook opening up their metaverse, and it says Facebook Meta announces physical retail store to better explain the metaverse. Now this is something, the metaverse, what we're going to call it, this is something that is going to change the lives of everyday people. I was literally just thinking about the metaverse the other day, and I was like, how could you make it possible for a work situation, like where you would know that your employees are actually going to the restroom or doing certain things? And I was like, what if they made you at your job, if you had a call center, if you actually had to walk in the restroom in the metaverse to go to the restroom in real life? from your desk, that would be something crazy that we see. And I'm pretty sure that is going to be a feature that we see. I'm pretty sure we're going to see the same exact buildings being built out that some of these offices have. And it's going to allow people that are hired on to work in this space safely from home. And that is why the metaverse is going to be so big, because it's going to provide a natural, safe space. Let's read into this a little bit. It says, according to the formerly known as Facebook, but now called Meta, company, the future is definitely digital and called a metaverse. However, ironically, Meta wants to explain the metaverse and convince people to join by having a brick and mortar retail store. You always need a brick and mortar retail store. I mean, don't let people tell you that you don't, because any business, it really works. I've seen it in real life. My dad has a store in real life. So I mean, this is something that we know people want to be able to physically walk in a store and go see. According to Mark Zuckerberg's company, the Meta Store is a place to get a hands-on experience with products like the Quest VR headset, the Ray-Ban stories, which will be an augmented reality pair of glasses that Ray-Ban is making, and these new portal devices. These portal devices contain of video chats, video calling, and just video monitoring. I guess, it is really interesting trying to figure out what they mean by portal devices. So this is going to be really, really cool to see. And then we're going to go into this Dogecoin story about how they want to bridge Ethereum with Dogecoin to boost its utility. But Elon Musk had something to say. So this article basically stated about the owner or the creator of the Doge blockchain and the Dogecoin. Ethereum will add utility to Doge by allowing it to interact with the platform as a wrapped asset, but which I honestly think it's a good idea. But we see that Doge is already a F asset on something that works a little bit better, that's not even really all the way out, as in Flare Networks. I mean, we can already see that Flare Networks is going to be running a lot smoother than the Ethereum blockchain, less fees, and I'm pretty sure a more secure network. This is what we are looking for. What I wanted to go down to is Elon Musk's reaction. So Nakamoto said things that add utility to Dogecoin. Businesses that accept Doge, the more it can be used as a currency, the better. Use Doge as a tipping currency. I mean, that's pretty cool as well. You already see we can do that on the XRP ledger, on Twitter, with any cryptocurrency. You know, that's why Doge is bridging with some of those companies like Flare to come over here and get some of this utility, you know. And then Dogecoin with an Ethereum bridge that allows Doge to be used with Web3. And Elon Musk said, oh no. He said first one is good, the second one is nice, and the third one isn't needed in his opinion. And I mean, it would be really, really cool to see Doge being wrapped with Ethereum, but I agree with him. We have Flare Network Doge. You will be able to go stake your Doge on Flare Networks pretty soon and earn all different types of assets. Songbird, X5. I mean, the ecosystem is huge. It literally is a huge ecosystem that's being built out. Now we got some more information about Flare right here. And back over to that Doge story, Flare is including Doge as a F asset. So going back over to that Dogecoin article, you see a tweet right here from Flare Networks themselves. Flare is including Doge as an F asset. When live, this will allow Doge to be used on Flare and any other chain connected to Flare through its layer cake bridging system. Now we are going to dive deep into the layer cake bridging system. I'm sorry you all, I know you missed the content, the educational content where we've been diving in. I got to get back on and start dropping these 4 videos a day. We are going to get there. And right here you see Uphold is going to be airdropping X5. So Flare financing X5 is a DeFi protocol deploying on the Flare network to bring utility to XRP, Flare, and the holders immediately at launch. This is a qualification article if you do want to read it. It will be in our links in the description. All our links are secure. We are going to put every single link you see from this video in our description in order. So you can just click on it and go to what you need to go to. Flare is consistently building. Look at this partnership right here. This is indoor football, and you see Hugo Filion says we're happy to be a partner of FC Philo. And I hope I said that right. And this is fan controlled football. I mean, this network is really, really growing. They're attacking certain industries to get their name out in the right space. And look at the Flare symbol. Look at it. It just looks like it belongs there. It literally looks like it belongs there. And he says, we're so happy to have this partner, FC Philo. Can't wait to see what they build on Flare. Oh, okay, that is really, really cool, Hugo. Flare is just doing their thing, and here's Algorand. Now we're going to start bringing Algorand into the picture on this channel. We're going to start bringing IOTA into the picture on this channel. For some reason, I really like Algorand. I really haven't studied it, but I really like it. I don't know what is gravitating me towards it, but we are going to find some really great information about Algorand. This tweet right here says the bridge being built by Flare is an example of the critically needed development for liquid cross-chain futures. It will enable secure, trustless interoperability between ALGO and BTC, plus other non-smart contract tokens such as Doge, Litecoin, XRP, and XLM. Okay, okay, now I'm kind of seeing what's going on. I see what's going on, and I'll kind of explain what I'm talking about in the next video. We're going to go over and read some of this article really quickly, probably 2 or 3 paragraphs from here. It says from April 26th, so this was yesterday. Actually, it's 12:32 a.m. I'm still up. I usually be up a long, long time. We are excited to announce Flare has been awarded a 7-figure Algorand Foundation super grant to develop Bitcoin Bridge into Algorand's ecosystem. This bridge will be engineered using the Flare native cross-chain protocol, offering greater security than existing technology through the use of consensus and risk mitigation to manage bridging rather than custodial multi-signature approach. So we are seeing the new wave of crypto come. This is the new wave of blockchain networks. This is the new wave of digital assets, and it is unfolding right before our eyes. This is amazing, you all. Billions of dollars have been stolen from blockchain bridges in the recent months. Ethereum, because they are often more centralized and less secure than other blockchains they serve, it is therefore of critical importance that the new, more secure bridging approaches are developed if we are able to achieve a liquid cross-chain future. And if they want to achieve that liquid cross-chain future, they have to have a secure network or it will not work. The bridge being built by Flare for Algorand is one such example. It will enable such trustless interoperability between ALGO, Bitcoin, plus other non-smart contract tokens like Doge, Litecoin, XRP, and Stellar Lumens. This new bridging approach will be constructed using Flare's decentralized interoperability protocols, the Flare Time Series Oracle, also known as FTSOs, and the state connectors. The FTSO provides rapidly updating decentralized price data to the Flare network, and the state connector allows the network to come to consensus on external data, both on and off chain. That is why Doge is a part of this. And I put a tweet out earlier. I said, if the networks go down, not these networks, the regular Wi-Fi that we use, the regular communication lines that we use, these nodes will not go down. They use radio wave technology to communicate, and you don't have to actually use Wi-Fi to interact, send messages. You have to be on the right wave, on the right node. So this is probably why we're seeing so many nodes pop up on these blockchains to try to run them and try to secure more of the blockchains. Now, we'll get to talk about this a little bit more too as well. This is why I believe Ripple is literally allowing people to have a node for free. If you know how to run it, you want to keep it up, you go apply for one. It's like a donation of I don't know if it's free. I remember going and looking at it. So I guess it was a donation of $100 or something like that. Super duper cheap to keep the network up and more secure. The more nodes, the better. Now, these composable technologies enable Flare to deliver secure universal interoperability between two chains, so the bridge can potentially be upgraded to also support interoperability between ALGO and other smart contract layer ones. Now, if you want to read the rest of this article, please feel free to click the link in our description. It will be in our description. Now I want to get into this Doge price chart because I believe we are going to see a 10x on Doge. And I'm not just saying that on being hype. I'm saying that because they can literally have transactions offline. I don't think people understand how big this is. And when we talk about transactions, it's so many other transactions that you can have more so than just sending money or value. You can have representation of assets, you can have representation of industries. It's going to be a tokenized industry where you can come over and just bring new industries straight into this technology, which I love. So actually, let me start over on my chart. We're going to delete this fib right here. Boom. So we can see what we're seeing. And actually, let me go back to that monthly for y'all because we want to do a top-down analysis first. And Doge hasn't been out for too long, so don't be upset because you didn't catch any of this. We are actually in at the right time. I mean, this F asset system on Flare that is about to be built is going to be insane. So what do I see on the monthly chart? Right now, I see a chart trying to retrace and come back to a liquidity level that it may not possibly come to. Me personally, I believe in charts making full swings. So this is a full swing to the upside, and it has to retrace to where it broke off or that liquidity zone. Now we have a huge liquidity gap right here from almost 11 cents down to about 9 cents, so 2 cents, which is not that bad, but I'm still looking in this area to come down and be touched. Honestly, possibly in the next month or so. I really do like holding longer term trades, but what we are starting to see is a higher high on the monthly, and this chart is undecided. So just give it some time. Do not FOMO into anything. Always take your trades, and we're going to break this down just a little bit. Now let's go to the weekly and see what we see. Oh yeah, I definitely think this chart is going to be breaking down and coming back down right here. That's just me personally for a day trade. But I do believe Doge is about to hit a 10x. I mean, let's throw a fib on this from the all-time high at 75 cents. This was a crazy, I mean, I remember I was at work watching this thing just run, and it was blowing my mind last year. I could not believe it. I was seeing people on Twitter, I just made $80,000. I just made $50,000. I just made $10,000 off of 200 bucks. I mean, I was so happy for everyone. It was crazy. I got a couple of dollars out of it myself, but I was scared to invest because people were calling these tokens, S tokens. And actually, community tokens or meme tokens are a lot better than some of these utility tokens. Really, it's really funny how people try to talk about meme coins. Now, why I believe we will see a 10x in this price? We have bottomed out. We have a F asset, as in Flare. This ecosystem, when you get attached to Flare, you're a part of the elite club. You are a part of the club that is here to stay. And I'm sorry not to this is not financial advice, but what I believe in this market, when you get attached to Flare and you can connect to any other blockchain using that ecosystem, it allows that interoperability. And then you have an asset like Doge where it can be transacted offline. So now you bring a utility token like Doge into a utility ecosystem like Flare Networks, and you just unleash the frenzy of utility. now let's see some intended targets or some targets that I'm looking for. I do use a different type of Fibonacci retracement tool with less lines in there because I like drawing my own things. So what prices are we looking for in the future to break to the top side? We definitely have liquidity right here at 21 cents that I want to see get broken first before we move to our next levels of 26. Then we're going to get on top of that right here, I believe. No, I actually believe we're going to go right here, 34 cents. And don't quote me on any of these. I see levels of liquidity, and levels of liquidity on the chart is where that chart is going to go back to. That's why I said just beware of this price. But when we talk about all-time highs, look at where we are right here, the 1618, $1.13 Doge. I believe it can happen. And then we see a $1.76 Doge at the 268, and all the way up top, a $2.39 Doge at the 3618 Fibonacci retracement level. I believe we can reach some of these markers. Let's get to a dollar first. We already got 3/4 of the way there. So I believe we're definitely going to do it again. This has been a great episode, everyone. I thank you for all the support in the community. It's Fiktxun Crypto. Peace.